The single arm dumbbell row is a phenomenal exercise for your lats. So you're going to grab a bench, a box, or anything that is higher than about 12 inches. And instead of putting your knee on the bench like we normally see, I'm gonna have you do a different variation. So I am going to work my left arm, which means that my right arm is going to be placed on the bench. So my right arm is placed on the bench, my right leg is placed in front, my left leg, the same leg of the working arm, is going to be placed backwards. So the key here is to make sure that your back is staying straight in a neutral position rather than hunched over like this. So keep that core tight, especially at the bottom. I'm gonna grab my dumbbell. Now you can bend your knee if you would like, sit back into that back hip, and then press into the front hand. So I'll repeat that again. Pressure on the back hip, pressure on the front hand. Now, I'm going to think about bringing the dumbbell straight down. Instead of stopping here, I'm actually gonna get a stretch in my lats. So here's stopping right at the normal position, but here is bringing it down and getting a stretch in the lat. Core engage as if someone's about to punch you. Stretch at the bottom, and then I want you to think about bringing your elbow back towards your hip. So rather than rowing straight up, like so, which is gonna work more of your upper back, we wanna think about bringing the dumbbell back and up towards the hip. And as I'm at the top, I'm gonna think about squeezing my lat right here as hard as I can. Squeeze, slowly lower the weight to the starting position. So notice I'm bringing the dumbbell in an arc-like motion. Squeeze at the top, slowly bring it down. The key with this exercise, you want to think about engaging the movement from your elbows. So what I like to think about is having somebody grab your wrist and you are rowing them back. That is what the engagement with your elbow should feel like. You're gonna feel it so much more in your back. If you think about rowing, like pulling a door with your hand, right? If you think about pulling the dumbbell with your hand, you're gonna feel a lot more in your forearms, your biceps, and your arms, and less in your back. So again, have somebody grab onto your wrist. Actually practice this so you know what it feels like. Grab onto your wrist, row them back, squeeze your lats at the top. So as you squeeze your lats at the top, you're gonna hold it there for a good second, and then lower the weight down on a 2 to 3 second count. I'm gonna demonstrate a few reps again. And as you pull the dumbbell up, you're gonna exhale through your mouth. As you bring it down, you're gonna inhale through your nose. Hand in the, pressure in the front hand, pressure in the back foot. Squeeze those lats at the top. Now, the reason why we are putting pressure in our back foot, our front hand, and actually our front foot, all points of contact. I should have emphasized the front foot earlier, but it's because it's gonna help take pressure off the low back. So if you are feeling in your low back, again, check, core engaged. Am I putting pressure in all these points, right? Make sure you start with light weight so you can practice this exercise and really practice that core engagement, which is going to be key to not feeling it in your low back as you do this exercise.